educate people on how it works, like in a martial art
I see.
like in a fight, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Because you know they have no idea still, you know.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
now with the UFC being as big as it is, like
Yes.
people like see it every single
Yes,
day, you know.
exactly. Yeah, especially like I have a lot of students that come into the trial and then never trained before, and then it's very easy to. Sometimes they don't really know what jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they know everybody knows UFC. It's very hard to find one people that never watch UFC. Everybody, and then it's very easy to do the link. You see when you go to the ground, that's the jiu-jitsu, and then I think that's open. The UFC opened the door for that because you have to train that because all the fights go to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking you what you thought if it was going to be as big as it's become, right? The $7.7 billion deal they signed with Paramount,
Yeah.
and no more end of the pay-per-view model.
Yeah. I have no idea, but like if you think about like the human beings, even the animals, everybody is like very natural to fight, and even like the gladiators time, and then now they're, and then for sure like it's not secret. It's like a good recipe. If you see a Roma back in the day, the gladiators, that's you know what I mean. Like,
Everybody understands it, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to know the roles.
Yeah,
You know who's winning.
Yeah, you ask a question about UFC. That's one thing I have in my mind. I always link with because I will always like the gladiators, the history. I always link, man, that's exactly the same. You know, that's on my mind back then.
Yeah.
And, it's like any human being like to see that. You know, and I think it's very motivating. Some people don't like it; feel it's very violent. But when they start the rule, understand the rules, both guys are ready for that. I think it changes their mind a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like in the 90s, still like I think it's still 90s. Like a lot of the guys fighting Vale-Tudo representing jiu-jitsu, like in the cage and everything else.
Yeah.
We're still doing jiu-jitsu tournaments like the world, like Fabio Gurgel, for example.
Yeah.
Right. He was there on and still mixing it up.
Yeah.
Amor Bitesh, like Murilo Bustamante, you know.
Roleta.
Never fought like Vale-Tudo, but the guys that were like fighting, they were also doing Valide, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a cool time, you know, because it was kind of like one thing because you were trying to. Luckily I had an opportunity to kind of represent jiu-jitsu in the cage, like in the early 2000s, you know. But it was still like the beginning of the end. But now everybody, you have to do everything. Right? Just like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Now becoming very professional. I feel now that you don't have to be very go deep, very specialist anymore. I think nowadays, especially the new generation, they have an idea about everything, striking, wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I don't think nowadays you need. Also, too, nowadays they start with 8 years old.
8 years old. That's
You know what I mean? Like,
even jiu-jitsu, all these kids.
I really think the jiu-jitsu training is way harder than MMA because it's very specific, right? And then MMA, you don't have to be good at everything nowadays. You have to have a general idea.
I just saw this this reel with Kamzat, you know, and he was saying because he was like he's gonna start a MMA gym or a martial arts gym. I don't know in Chechnya, something like that, or somewhere there. And he was like, yeah, I don't think they should do MMA as kids. I'm not gonna have a cage inside the gym. He's like, you can do grappling, you can do wrestling, you can do judo, but I don't think or boxing, whatever you want to do, specializing in the martial arts, or you can do a little bit of both, right? Or maybe all of them. But MMA, he's like, I don't think you should do it. You know, what do you think about that?
It's hard to say. I think I'm right in the middle, right?
Because we were talking about the MMA, you know, they're.
But I really think that nowadays, early you start more specific. I think the specificity for the sport now is very important. You can see like example. I want to give an example. Melk Galvão, Mika Dyer. Man, his kids are doing heel hooks.
Yeah, he wasn't old enough because IBGF to compete in the IBGF, but he's already.
You see the kids like the new generation, 11 years old.